Shifting our focus now to yet another big development and some breaking news that's coming in right now just ahead of the budget session of the parliament. Now, this is the centre's big push for truce. The suspended MPs are all set to return to the parliament. Now, the centre has appealed to the Lok Sabha speaker and the Rajya Sabha chairman to ensure that their suspensions are revoked. This is a big development coming in from the parliament and just ahead of the budget session. Remember, over 140 MPs were suspended in an unprecedented move in the parliament, and this was of course in connection to the protests and the rules being broken on the floor of the house by the opposition MPs, for which over 140 MPs were suspended. And now the centre has returned to the Lok Sabha speaker and the Rajya Sabha chairman to bring back those MPs ahead of the crucial budget session.
सबका वापस हो जाएगा। जहाँ तक मैं स्पीकर से बात किया हूँ, चेयरमैन से बात किया हूँ, हमने निवेदन भी किया है सरकार के तरफ से, हमने निवेदन भी किया है सबको सस्पेंशन ऐसे तो रिमाइंडर पार्ट ऑफ द सेशन था, कुछ लोगों को प्रिविलेज कमेटी वगैरह में भेजा गया था, लेकिन वो भी हमने स्पीकर और चेयरमैन से सरकार से निवेदन किया है कि सरकार के तरफ से दोनों चेयरमैन और स्पीकर को हमने निवेदन किया है संबंधित प्रिविलेज कमेटी से बातचीत करके उनको सभी जो सस्पेंडेड एमपीज तो अंदर आ ही गए हैं, लेकिन जो प्रिविलेज कमेटी को भेजा गया है उनको वापस सस्पेंशन विथड्रॉ करके अंदर लेने के लिए, सदन में आने के लिए मौका देने के लिए हमने विनती किया है, वो दोनों ने स्वीकारा है।
In fact, my colleague Pragya joins us on the phone line to get us more information on this. Pragya, this was an unprecedented move by the Lok Sabha speaker and the Rajya Sabha chairman. 140 plus MPs were suspended. This, of course, made news internationally as well. Help us understand the centre's new decision now. They're, of course, trying to find a middle ground and bring back the suspended MPs.
Well, the floor leaders meeting that happened today is a customary meeting that happens ahead of every session, and obviously government makes an effort to ensure that everyone is on board and there is smooth functioning of the parliament as well. So as a gesture towards the opposition party MPs, they have said that there were the officers who have appealed to the speaker to tell them, that the suspension of all the MPs who have been suspended in last session, it has been revoked. But also, along with that comes a rider when Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Prahlad Joshi said that they should not bring placards in the House, and that they should not force Speaker's hand to a point where he suspends the MPs again. So suspension will be revoked for every MP who has been suspended in last session, irrespective whether their matter had been gone to privilege committee or not. This is a hand that has been extended by the government to all the opposition party who have been saying that they do not get a space to voice their opinion. So it is an effort by the government to extend the hand and also to ensure that there is a smooth functioning of the parliament as well. Let's see how many of them come to the parliament on the first day of the budget session. The government is ready with the agenda, and obviously the opposition is also ready with their own agendas. But then on 31st of January, there will be a joint sitting when the president will address the gathering. On 1st of February, Nirmala Sitharaman, Union Finance Minister, will present the budget, and then discussion next day. The discussion will take place on the budget. But this is a very big move where government has shown magnanimity and also has approached Speaker saying that the suspension of every MP should be revoked, as this is the last session before the Lok Sabha 2024 elections, and everyone should be present in the House. It doesn't look nice if the opposition MPs boycott the parliament on the last session of the term of the government. So probably this is the reason.
Right, Pragya, like you mentioned there, this is the last session ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, and of course this is the centre now extending a hand of support for the opposition MPs, now trying to bring them back for the last session of the parliament ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. And of course it'll be interesting to see how the opposition now responds to this. Speaking